This day is a reminder of the essential role that free and independent media play in our societies. Press freedom is a cornerstone of democracy and human rights. It's the foundation of a free, fair, and open society, and an essential condition for the protection and promotion of the right to freedom of expression. This year marks the 30th anniversary of the proclamation of the World Press Freedom Day, which was adopted by the 48th UN General Assembly following UNESCO's recommendation. This 30th anniversary, which is being marked in New York this year for the main celebration and the proclamation of the World Press Freedom Day and the international commitment to press freedom. Over the course of the last 3 decades, the global movement celebrating World Press Freedom Day has grown in scale and provided an inclusive platform to reaffirm the fundamental role of free, independent, pluralistic media to take stock of the challenges facing media freedom and the safety of journalists, to raise awareness and foster partnerships to defend media from attacks, as well as to pay tribute to journalists who have lost their lives in the exercise of their work. Yes, today we remember Ahmed Hussein Swaleh. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share a brief contribution of what Africa gave to the World Press Freedom Day. And we must remember the concept of press freedom originated in Africa, in Windhoek, in Namibia in 1991. And it's an opportunity to pay tribute and to recognize the contributions of Ghanaians, such as Mrs. Adjoa Yeboah Afari. She was one of the key stakeholders at this conference in 1991. Then we had the Dakar Declaration 2005, the Maputo Declaration 2008, the 2018 Declaration of Accra Declaration, where we celebrated the World Press Freedom Day, and most recently the 2019 Addis Ababa Declaration on Journalism and Election in Times of Disinformation. Finally, World Press Freedom Day returned to Windhoek, Press 30 in 2021 on information as a public good. It paid tribute to those who opened the path to help secure information as a public good. UNESCO and the UN system here in Ghana will continue to support freedom, access to information, and safety of journalists through capacity building of duty bearers and the rights holders. And one of our lead trainers in Africa on international legal standard on freedom of expression, access on information, and safety of journalists will deliver this year's theme, Shaping a Future of Rights, freedom of expression as a driver for all other human rights. And we have recently published the media development indicators of the country, which guides the assessment of the media ecosystem and also help stakeholders appreciate the state of Ghana's media development. Justice Denis Dominic Adjei, Justice of the Appeal Court and the African Court, thank you for sharing your expertise and knowledge on freedom of expression and access to information. I would like also to express our profound appreciation to the Minister of Information for their continued support and the numerous civil society organizations for their work in freedom of expression space. Let me conclude by quoting from UNESCO Director General Madame Audrey Azoulay in her message on the occasion of the World Press Freedom Day 2023, which she said, 30 years after the first World Press Freedom Day, we can see how far we have come and how far we still have to go. So let this day be an opportunity to renew our commitment within international organizations to defending journalists and through them press freedom. So on this World Press Freedom Day, let's reaffirm our commitment to defending press freedom and protecting the rights of journalists and media workers. Let's work together to build a more just, equitable, and democratic society where the press is free to report on the issues that matter most without fear of persecution or retaliation. I wish all of us a fruitful World Press Freedom Day. Happy Shabbat to all of you. May that say, oh, you are done.